listeners, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called TED Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it like it's about an hour long and all about Teesside, the people, the places and the Boro pride. Good evening, good afternoon, or even good morning, depends on when you're listening to this episode of TED Talks, the TED Hanky Podcast. It's episode 73 with me, Ted Hanky, and my good mate, Mucky Mala. You don't like that name, do you, Mala?
well, yeah, I'm stuck with it though, Anna, because it's what's on my birth certificate. Because you know the lad from down the Pat's church. That's what my christening name was. Because that's when he went. Hey, look at this Mucky Mala here, and like the person wrote it down, and that's what stuck.
And then he washed your hair in Vaseline, didn't he?
Well, it was dead creepy, wasn't it?
It was creepy, the fact you were getting christened at the age of 33. You know, it was a bit weird, I'll be honest. But, you know, anything for free wine, Mala.
Yeah, well, that was it. When I was down the club that day and I says, I'm knacked and, you know what I mean, I don't have no money. They said, if you get a christening party, they have to throw you a party, don't they? And I was like, well,
Well,
so we just, he loved washing my balls as well.
Right, Catholic Church, shut up. You're not allowed to say stuff like that because God listens and he tells the Pope and then the Pope tells the priest and then next thing you know, they send one of them like albino monks round who like damages his own leg and he tries to kill you.
So basically what you're saying is they're all grasses.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
You don't need to know catch-22 priest, right? Because God knows everything. So you don't need to be a grass, do you? You little sneak-offs. Right there.
Pete, bastard. I was saying what I was thinking there. I need to be careful. I'm trying to add a little bit of light entertainment to the moment, Malik, because as you know, from this coming week, we are no longer in lockdown. Yeah! But we're in fucking tier 3. Boo! Do you know what that means, Mala? Tier 3?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's class. It means like we'll be able to go to the pub and that because it's like lockdown. You can't go to the pub. What?
I'm sorry. I'm just doing like a Family Fortunes thing every time we get it wrong. Continue.
Right, so you'll be able to go to the pub, surely. You'll be able to go around and scuttle some lasses. The club must be open. Well, how's the club not going to be open? It's open now.
Shut up. It isn't. No, it isn't. You're not allowed to say that. If Barry, the committee member, is listening, sorry, Barry. We haven't mentioned the name of the club. Just continue and operate illegally as you do, and we'll see you later on, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I promise I'm never ever going to say that we illegally open like all the time, right? And like all the lads and that. But to be fair, we are recording this at like 4 o'clock now, Ted, and I've been down the club most of the day. I've had a little bit too much to drink, you know what I mean?
Oh no, I can smell it on you, mate. Just like, was the gin on offer or something?
No, they're making their own stuff in the toilet, man. It's class.
Dirty bastards.
Yeah, well, it's class. That's what they're going to call a drink, actually. It's a pint of dirty bastard.
Oh, it's a pint of dirty old bastard. Oh, it'd be nice, that, yeah.
That's a class name for the, like, the posh one. Because dirty bastard would be the normal one, and then dirty old bastard, that'd be like, you know what I mean, your craft one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, aye.
And what about a drink for the ladies? Oh, yeah, that's just half a dirty old bastard.
Yeah, actually, I think they're working on one next door in the girls' toilets called Mucky Bitch. So that's what I'm going to do with it.
And lasses will just start and go, half a mucky bitch in lime. And they'll do that with their hands, you know, half. Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, so all of them things you were incorrect with, Marla. We're not allowed. The pubs are closed because we're in tier 3. And you're not allowed to go and, you know, you can't have anything, you can't scuttle anyone, basically, unless you live with that person, which is a bit worrying if you live on your own with a dog.
Or if you live in your shed of your mate, because you know what I mean?
No, you're not scuttling me, mate. No way, not again. I'm not having that. But yeah, so it's going to be tough. It's going to be basically what they've done, mate. Is they've said they've looked at the rules and said, right, do they live in London? No. Right. Tier 3, London Tier 2. Yay! Let's fucking do what we want and go shopping and drinking and boozing and that.
Right,
But
so
no
the
one
only
else
difference between lockdown and Tier 3 is that you can put spandex on and go to the gym.
Yeah, that's it really, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
What if we all take some beer to the gym then? And like, 'cause think about it. These bars there, isn't there? Barbells. Yeah, well, I am sussing this, right? And all the bells will be in Lycra. You know what that means, don't you, Ted? Easy access. Class man, yeah. This is what we could do. Everyone turn up at David Lloyd's, right? Or other gyms are available, like with 3 litres a side, and we'll have a right go. And they've got music in there as well.
Oh, I tell you what, mate, right? We'll have a treadmill party. Everyone just goes for a little walk on their own treadmill. So we're going for a walk around the park with some cider, and we'll just have a bottle of cider each.
Well, I hear you when you're thinking about this, right? The police will come in and go, hey, what's going on here? And we'll be all just like, hey, we're all working out, aren't we? And we're allowed to do that. And I tell you what, we'll put the booze in the water bottles.
Yeah.
And then we can't tell. Yeah, class man. And then when you go, hey, why is that bird above your face there? And I'll be like, hang on. I'm doing like on the bar, Anna. So I'm lying down and she's spotting me.
I'm lifting her because she's called Barbara Bell.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Barbell.
Barbell. Glass idea.
Oh, yeah. And then we can all get in the showers afterwards and just have a big sort of scuttle party.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, you could do, like, you know, on that video, call on me, when he's doing loads of stitches, all in birds are behind him.
Yeah.
You could do like a version of that on Teesside.
Oh.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's going to need to be widescreen, but...
Yeah, he's holding a full gym class, just got 2 lasses on screen. You have to keep panning around with the rest of them because they're all massive.
Yeah, well, like, they're all like, hey, hon, you looking class. You look amazing.
Beautiful, you look beautiful, you doll.
Beautiful. Yeah, do you know what, right? This is funny, this, you know, Ted, because you are right. What they've said to us there is, listen, you little Northern Bell whiffs, right? Yous aren't going to be going out for a beer, but us down south will be. But little do they know, right, what we're actually going to do is we're going to go to the gym and become massive. Then we're going to walk down south and smash their heads in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're going to be messing with the wrong people here. Everybody go to David Lloyd's, don't have a party, everyone get massive, and then we'll all walk down south and smash their heads in.
I might not walk too far. I might just wait till I get to Northallerton where it's Tier 2 and just have a beer.
Northallerton is the south. Well, I Northallerton. You think you're going to sly off out to Teesside and have yourself a beer? I doubt it, right? We'll be down there. Don't you be slying off, right, Northallerton?
Yeah, well, the North Yorkshire, aren't they? The North Yorkshire.
Yeah, I don't care if they're North Yorkshire or not. Middlesbrough's in North Yorkshire. Don't be playing us this. Yeah.
Well, technically, it isn't. It's saying to me, because I've been inquiring, because I'm going to have to cancel my gig on December the 12th. They're saying it's Teesside, not Yorkshire. It's Tier 3.
Well, hang on, right? On my mate's address, right? He lives in Stainton, funnily enough, right? And it says Stainton, Middlesbrough, North Yorkshire.
Right,
so well... get out of that then.
Well,
they sneaked us off here. They're just making it up as they go along. So people from Boro can't have a pint. I'm not happy with this.
Well, your mate must be Tier 2 then, so we can go around and have a substantial meal in the pub with him.
Right, everybody get round the Stainton, right? We'll all have a session.
Yeah, I've got a funny feeling it'll be closed. So don't go. Yeah, listen, it's crap, isn't it? Because even if my night had been and we were in Tier 2, we'd have had to put on a substantial meal for everyone as well. So I was thinking crisp sarnies. What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, it's funny you should say that, Ted, because, right, I've just been having a look at these rules now. You know when you give us that tablet?
Which one, the blue one or the one that puts you to sleep?
No, the one that I can have a look on the internet on.
Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, sorry, mate. I
took the blue one because it makes me work limitless. Look, I just told all my webs over there as well at the same time.
Yeah. Keep knocking things over the nards on.
Well, as you said that, I did take that tablet and I've had a look through, right? And look, I've come up with what the actual differences so we can tell everybody what the rules are. The different rules. Then. It says the top 5 rules that you did not know for Tier 3. Right, hang on. Let me do a little... Ted's top 5.
Right, very good. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look. Pass that piece of paper. Let me have a look. Right,
It's
here
a
we
tablet,
go.
Ted. Here, look, that's a bit of paper. Have a look on the tablet, man. Here.
Oh yeah, hang on. Pass that tablet over. It wasn't even a tablet. That was just a book. Right. Okay. In at number 5.
Ted's top 5.
For Tier 3 lockdown rules, you must only wipe your foreskin with baby wipes when masturbating, as tissue is banned due to tissue shortage rules.
I knew that. Well, so that means in Tier 2 they're allowed to wipe it with normal paper.
They're allowed to use normal paper in Tier 2. When you move into Tier 3, your arse paper is rationed. So if you're going to have a tug, use baby wipes.
If you're going to use baby wipes, though, remember shitbags. Do you know what I mean? Right. Remember when, like, the drainage people had to come around the house that time?
Oh, yeah.
Right, because they don't biodegrade properly, people, right? So what happens is you put it down the toilet, you flush it, and, like, loads of them get stuck in a pipe. Then after, like, years of poo gets stuck with it, and then all of a sudden, boom, your toilet bursts.
Oh, God, no, you don't want that. And especially with Splinter and the Turtles living in the sewers, it's unfair.
Too right.
Yeah. What's number 4, Mala?
Ted's top 5. Number 4 is... Let's have a look. Let's pass that back here a second. I need my readers on.
There you go.
Hang on. These aren't really my readers. Have a look at these. I got them Open Magazine, the class, aren't they?
They're 3D glasses.
Man, that's because I'm pissed. So it works out normal to me now. Like when I think down the corner.
Number 4. Get number 4.
Number 4, it says, right, you can only finger blast your own lass. Do you the board of that?
So they're saying now that if you're in Tier 2, you can puppeteer as many tuppences as you like, but in Tier 3, you're only allowed to stick your fingers in your own lass.
Well, it actually says Tier 2, you can only finger up people from up to 3 households. God knows how you can manage that.
Whilst having a substantial meal. Does that mean eating it out as well? Eat out to help out. Yeah. Oh, it's a good one, that one. Yeah, I don't think I'm not happy about that. Having, like, everyone knows, like, when I'm out down the club and, he puts a bit of, like, Electric Dreams on the dance floor and all the lasses get up, we'll always be together, however hard it seems, we'll always be together in an night. And then I come on the dance floor like that and I just start touching loads of lasses' tuppences. They let me, they've signed a disclaimer, I'm not doing it, like, I'm allowed. And I end up, finger blasting many lasses on the dance floor, don't I?
Well,
so now...
That's right. Your little invention that you've got's going to be fucking useless now, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Where you've got your special belt with that hand sanitizer on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You mean the hand sanitisation utility belt?
Well, and that was only there to, like, sanitise your fingers after you've been finger blasting. But I mean,
before and after, Mala.
You could still use that because our Julie wouldn't be able to tell, would she?
Oh, God. I'm going to have to put, like, a marigold on. Oh, Julie. Right, okay, moving on. Number 3.
Ted's top 5.
Yeah, interesting, this one. I like this one. You are only allowed to watch Channel 5 news, not ITV or BBC news, because it is miserable bullshit. So, just to keep the morale up a bit. Because Channel 5 do that thing, don't they, where they have, like, like a young lad or lass stood in front of the desk, like, going, hi, welcome to Channel 5 Pop News, and we're going to talk to you today about lockdown rules. It's all jazzy stuff. Whereas on the BBC... me?
Ted, I think it's because they've knocked back the BBC have turned down your sitcom.
And I think we have, yeah. So, I'm not
and in that
many...
case, then Sky News, Baby Cow Productions. Let's go on.
I haven't had a reply of Baby Cow yet, so I'm not ruling them out. They might be interested, you know what I mean? They took partridge on, so they might...
Well, I'm telling you now, right, Channel 5's the only place to be anyway, because they've got all the interceptors on, man, and their class. Police interceptors, right, is the best thing ever, because everyone does this from Teesside, because it's always in Teesside, right? You're always like, hey, my mum lives there. You know, when they fly past at like 90 mile an hour, when they're chasing them through Hardwick or whatever it is. And then there's always like, oh, yeah, do you remember when we were in that pub the other week? Oh, that's where we used to be anyway. And then they'd like get someone out of the car and you'd be like, oh, it's Dave. You know, class.
No, it's true, yeah. And I think it is true. It is right, though. Channel 5 News is probably the most liveliest and fun-filled news out of all of them. Whereas BBC One's got like that Hugh Edwards on going, Prime Minister's introduced new rules now that you can't smile at a stranger. You know, it's like, bloody hell.
Yeah, it's Channel 5 got that mint Asian bird on it, because that's the one I like.
I think so,
yeah. Oh, well, aye. It's class one, yeah, well, aye.
You do normally have a fitty presenting as well, and you normally don't see them sat behind a desk, you know what I mean? They normally come and stand in front of the desk with their legs out so you can have a good butchers at them.
Yeah, and while we're on that, you're right? While we're on that, I'll tell you what, right, ITV, right, listen... It's Tyne Tees tonight or whatever you are. You need to step it up with your weather girls. Do you know what I mean? It's bang out the border. Like the rest of the country could be watching us here. You know, I mean,
the local weather. The local weather, right? We've either got a woman who looks like she's, I don't know, had some type of really bad accident recently. Or there's a lad whose suit doesn't fit him at all and he's got a shit beard, right? And then you flick over to BBC One National News and you've got Lucy Verasimi, the most beautiful weather woman I've ever seen, flicking her big bangs around, and she's beautiful. And I'm thinking, I don't give a shit what the weather's like. I'm just thinking about you in bed with me.
Well, I tell you what, right? That woman who's on the ITV one doing for us, she looks like she's that girl with short hair down the club who changes the barrels, like dressed exactly like it as well.
Oh, you mean Barrel Beryl?
Barrel Beryl, yeah, that's right.
Right, come on then. Number 2. What have you got for number 2? Ted's
top 5. Right, number 2, the lockdown rule here is, right, even though you can go back to the shop and that, which I think you had always been allowed to, but they're going to open more shops, right? Just because you're allowed to do that still means you have to keep 2 metres away from people, right? And even if you don't have to wear a mask, because I know some people don't have to, and you've got that big sign saying that I'm special, right? So even if you don't have to wear a mask, right, you should especially be saying 2 metres away from people, not coming over and like leaning over my shoulder when I'm trying to pick up 4 skull, you know what I mean, and go, hey, get out the way, hey, the bairns want to get fed, do you know what I mean? Behave yourselves, man. It's not like the last days of Sodom out there. Just chill out, keep your 2 metres away, or me and Super Ted will be coming out and handing the bats out.
I tell you, as soon as they put them markdowns in the markdown bay, that rule just goes out the window. It's like a free-for-all for discounted chicken.
Well, I'm telling you now, it's doing me head in. I mean, listen, right, I get everybody has to go shopping, right, and I know we're dead busy in that and it's dead chaotic, and I know everyone doesn't like the rules or they don't believe it or whatever, but it is what it is, right, and we've got to live with whatever we've got to live with, and you know me, I'm like a little cheeky chappy, I'll do what I want, right? But this could affect someone's nana, and I don't want that to happen. So just keep 2 metres away from me at all times. Otherwise, they're going to be getting a batter on the head.
Yeah, and I think the slogan should be, shop safe or kill your nana.
Yeah, I think that was what the Tories wanted, first of all. No, you can't be doing that. I had another one, which was hands, face, get out my fucking face. Do you know what I mean? And I wanted that as being a massive banner, but they wouldn't do it.
I've got one in the supermarket that's just called hand space trolley race, and then you just go like have a race around in your trolleys. It's dead good. Didn't catch on though, that one. No, it's a good one. That I agree. I totally agree with that one. Belwith, shop safely. I mean, when it gets to Christmas, right, and it's going to be a frigging nightmare, because if you think about how much footfall increases within retail, right, think about supermarkets, right, there's going to be people queuing queuing down the aisles. You know, when they're queuing at the till points, they're going to be queuing actually down the aisles where you're shopping. How are they going to manage that? You know, it's going to be a nightmare. So my advice is do all your shoplifting in 24-hour stores at the early hours of the morning.
Yeah, we've got, well, right, it's not just on to the people. Like, they've got to open the shops and they're opening it so people can get food. We've all got to be, like, responsible as well, don't we, Ted? That's the thing.
Well,
like, it's not just them going, hey, I doubt it. There's no sign saying I don't have to do that. You don't need a sign to know right and wrong, don't you? Do you know what I mean? Just play the game, lads and lasses. Otherwise, the pub's never going to open again. And I'm going to be devastated. And then I'm going to really be angry.
And really, we need to get the pubs open. That's a priority. So stick to the rules, you bunch of Doyles. Right. In at number one.
Ted's top 5.
Gyms are going to be open, but exercise-wise, you're allowed to walk your dog around the block twice, and pawn jogs are allowed. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what a pawn jog is, that is where you can jog to a neighbouring town and scuttle a lass who you're having an affair with. So pawn jogs are back in, and you're allowed to do them, whereas previously in lockdown, pawn jogs weren't allowed.
Oh, yeah, Ted, honest to God, that's class in that. But you know what that means, don't you?
You have to get some new trainers, Mala.
I will, because our lass lives in Dundee, doesn't she? So by the time, I mean, yeah, I'm going to be to put this dog by the end of this, aren't I?
She moved to Dundee to get away from you. She doesn't want you jogging up there, mate.
Yeah, them the rules, you know what I mean? That's what it says. Then that's what I'll be
Scotland
doing.
has different rules. Scotland has different rules. Now, they're locked down fully until December the 11th. So, there you go. Your silence speaks volumes, Mala. I know my stuff.
I'm just thinking about how I can swim round the outside of it.
Oh, yeah. Here, mate, just get yourself one of them little paddle boats.
My uncle did that, and he turned up like we all thought he died, didn't he? And he turned up
in the canoe.
Yeah, and then he turned up, didn't
he? Yeah.
This is a public safety announcement from Middlesbrough Council, brought to you by Boro Batman.
Alright, my name's Boro Batman, and when I'm not out and about doing the crime fighting and that, I like to help people and offer advice and guidance around safety and health and well-being and that, you know what I mean? Certainly during the times of the COVID. Don't be trying to muscle in next to somebody who's shopping in the discount bay. They're probably looking for a good whoopsie bargain, and if you were getting in there breathing all your germs over them and that, you're going to spread the COVID. So don't be a fucking Doyle. If you're out walking your dog, pick up its dog shit, man. I'm sick of walking around and standing in other people's dog shit. That dog shit has probably got dog COVID in it, and it can spread, and you'll get that on your shows and bring it in your nana's house. You fucking idiots. If you're gonna go to the gym, now you're allowed, make sure that you wipe down the equipment from your sweaty arse cracks, because arse crack juice is a key spreader of the COVID. So make sure that you have a couple of wet wipes with you and do like the wipe downs. Remember, if you're gonna go to the toilet and have a big poo, remember, always wipe from front to back. If you do wipe from back to front, there's a good chance you're gonna rub COVID poo in your ninny or down your bell. finally, this is a very important one if you are thinking about doing some scuttling. Always do your scuttling deep and from behind so you don't get any COVID breath in your face. Put your lass's head, or lads, I don't mind, in the pillow and stand on the bed and dip it deep. That's the best way to do it and the safest way to do it. Then wash your hands. That's right, they are my key COVID safety guidelines to follow. If you don't follow them, I will come and track you down, because I am Boro Batman, and I'll climb in your back garden, and I'll probably do a shit in your pond or on your doorstep, and I'll probably try and scuttle your mum or your nana, only if they let me, because I don't force things, you know what I mean? I'm Boro Batman, I have privileges. Boro Batman.
Disclaimer, Middlesbrough Council cannot be held accountable for any of those guidelines.
Hey, I don't know, mate. I'm just dead depressed with it all. Like, I can't even... I'm just stuck. I'm just stuck in the house with your Julie. Still me head in.
Well, yeah, I've been trying to make the shed look nice and Christmassy, because I thought, like everyone else on Teesside does, by the way, right? Oh, with bollocks, I'm going to get my Christmas tree up at like 15th of November, you know, because it's just the way we are. And then when you're saying, why are you getting your Christmas tree up? They're going, hey, yeah, it's been a crap year, so we're starting Christmas now, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that quite works, right? Whenever I do that, people call me an algo. Do you know what I mean? When I start cracking a drink at 7 o'clock in the morning, they go, what's up with you? It's been a crap year, so I'm going to get pissed now. Do you know what I mean? Well, people have been doing it with Christmas tree. So, right, I've got the Christmas tree up. Look at that, Ted. Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, it's a bit small.
Well, it's technically a branch off a normal tree, right? And it was environmental because I found it on Ackland Road. It just fell off a tree. So I've used it there. And as you can see, I've spray painted it with white spray paint because I didn't have nothing else to make it look Christmassy, right? And that on the top is one of them. See that? Watch. There you go. That is, you know, that flashy thing on top of them cones on the A66.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Aye, that's like the light on the top. It's class, isn't it?
It's not the worst one I've seen, Mallory, I'll be honest. But, you know, I certainly won't be putting any presents underneath it.
Oh, well, yeah. And I tell you what, I'm going to do next year as well. This year, sorry, like I did last year, right? I'm going to cut myself out a nice page 3 girl and stick her on the top of the tree.
Fucking Mallory, it's not a prison cell. Right? You're putting pictures of tits all over the wall. You know, and I'm not having any tits on the wall in the shed unless they're festive tits, right?
Well, I'll get the white spray paint out again. We'll make it all dead festive. It'd be class.
I want you to find vintage page 3s from the Christmas editorials of The Sun and the Daily Sport and stuff like that, where you've got like Melinda Messenger in a Christmas hat with a bangers out. You can put them up because they're festive, you know, but I don't just want a normal set of jugs on the wall. It'll just ruin it.
Yeah, well, of course it will. Yeah, right, I tell you what, though, right, I got told the best Christmas cracker joke from down the club the other week that you'd ever hear, you know.
Go on, then.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah, right. I'll tell you what, right, I'll never be ordering the specials from the Chinese shop again because there was too much Fu Young. Do you get it, Ted?
Too much Fu Young.
The specials, as in like the band.
Oh, too much Fu Young.
Yeah.
Too much Fu Young. I'll get it, yeah.
Class of the, yeah, and I basically thought, I tell you what, maybe there was a business, Ted, where you should write your own little ones or even put pictures in. Do you know what I mean? And then like the pull the cracker. Yeah, and it comes out and it's like a picture of Ted like with 2 fingers up. Go on. Yeah. You did have a toy, but I've nicked it.
I used to write my own before at family Christmas time. Like I used to, you know, handwrite on, you know, like what type of bees make milk, and the answer would be boobies, you know, and stuff like that. And I've wrote one here now as well. What happened to the grape when he got stood on? he gave out a little whine.
Yeah, class man.
Like that one.
Yeah, well,
I stole that one. I steal all my jokes. At least I'm honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Ted, I know for a fact you can't steal all your own jokes, right? Because no one else does the specific Boro ones like you do.
True. True, yeah. Did you see my video? Did you see my video I did the other day with me Adam Johnson football shirt on?
Yeah, I did. I'm telling you what, Ted, right, that house that you were in there was far too smart, and it's not how Julie's. So I reckon you need to take that down. You need to take that down, because if Julie sees that, she'll be known that you've been doing a bit of dabbling.
Yeah. It's just that somebody's landing. There's no evidence that I was having penetrational sex with someone else.
Well, yeah, right. I'm telling you now, there was, because not knowing you were upstairs. That's one, and you had your buckham joggy pants on, which
only you know they're my bucking pants.
Yeah, so does our Julie. That's a problem. So you need to be careful.
Right. She doesn't watch any of my things anyway, because she just I said, Julie, did you watch my latest video that I did online? She goes, did I fuck? Why would I want to watch that shit? You're not even funny. Get away. Because
his thumbs are too fat to work the iPhone, I've told you.
Yeah, I know. Like, when we've got like an iPhone, she's actually got an iPad as her phone, you know, just so she can do the text.
Well, you take one of them special ones, in it.
And she's also got an incredibly large cheek, so it fits nicely on it when she's on it. You know, like, yeah, so that's how it works. Listen, I think it's very much time that we play our usual weekly episode of the Rockcliffe Files.
Middlesbrough FC, or as they're so affectionately known as, the Boro, the heart of the community in Middlesbrough, a football team who've been successful both on and off the pitch. You know, they've won cups, they've had star players like Janino, Ravanelli, you name it, they've done it. And now, we, the film crew, behind the scenes here, with the new manager, Neil Warlock.
And he is now having a meeting with Steve Gibson and Chubby Kakapoo.
Hello, Steve. Steve, it's me, Neil. Are you there?
Yeah, hang on, Neil. Hang on. You're right, love, right. Jump out the window. Just jump out the window. It's all right. It's only first floor. Off you go, sweetheart. Come on in, look. Come on in.
You're on your own. You sound like you were talking to someone there. You're all right.
No, Neil, I wasn't on my own, to be fair. I had one of my favourite girls in, but I've asked her to leave by another exit, so she's jumped out of the window. But luckily, we're on the first floor, and if you have a look out the window there, I've got a trampoline positioned just there. So if I ever get caught in the act, I can do a Ferris Bueller style run away. I even play the music. It's really good.
Is that the boom boom? Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's good.
No, it is more of a.
I know it well. It's one of my favourite films. My wife watches it all the time. Look, I've just noticed that trampoline. It's one of them Boro trampolines, isn't it? It's just a mattress.
well, you know me. I am the mayor of Teesside. I am one of our own, and I can do what I like. So I used to have that that same mattress was in the back of a Ford Transit van, and I used to park it on the Bonley estate, open up the sliding doors, and invite various brass to come and try out its comfortability for the fee of £40 a night. But then the council moved me on, so I decided to bring and locate it outside the window. Sometimes little Coulson curls up there on a night in his sleeping bag.
Oh, bless him. He's a scruffy little twat. Anyway, hang on. I think Chubby's here. Hang on. Yeah, come in, Chubby. Right, I'll sit down here, Neil.
Is this Chubby Brown? Is it? Have we done it again?
Steve, no, it's not Chubby. It's Chubby Akapoo.
Oh, hey, Akapoo, lads. Come in.
Chubby, sit down there. Grab up that seat there. Right, we've brought you here. We want to have a chat with you about things that you're doing right and things that you're not doing right.
Neil, before you talk anything, right, Akapoo, Chubby, right? I have not yet to receive a Chubby from your mother yet, and it says that they're in the contract that Gibson will have his way. So, Neil, I need you to remind him that he will not be getting any more full starts for the team unless I get my wicked way with his mother, or as it's clearly stated in the contract, Chubby's man must give Steve a chubby.
There you are, you've heard it here, Chubby. What have you got to say about that then? Because, I'm not going to give you a game unless your mum puts out a little bit of slice for Mr. Gibson. Well, I'm quite frustrated sat on the bench, I'll be honest, boss. When I came here from Greece, I was expected to be playing every week, and scoring many goals, and now I'm not getting any game time. I'm coming on in dribs and drabs, I'm even behind a Sombalonga Donga, who, in my opinion, is utter shite.
Hang on, Chubby, right? This is the problem. I need to be coming drips and draps from behind in your mother. That's the case. That's the point we've got. And Neil. Yes. I didn't realise this lad was from Wales.
Well, I'm a bit surprised. I'm surprised. I've never heard you talk on pitch or training at all, Chubby. And I thought you might, have a bit of a London twang or a little bit of Greek in there as well. But I didn't know you were from the valleys. That's right. I grew up in Merthyr Tydfil, and I used to play for Pendannon's Boys Club for many a year. And I went travelling around, and I got my game around for quite a few teams. And now I'm quite happy. I found my voice, and I'm happy in this voice. And all I want to do, Mr. Warlock, is I want to play football. And I want to score goals for Middlesbrough.
Yeah, Neil, this is cracking news because I didn't know his man would be Welsh. Everyone knows Welsh are the best slags around. This is going to be great.
Yeah. Right, okay, well, Mr. Gibson has been very clear there with the contractual terms that your mum has got to give him a chubby. And I'm guessing this is thrice a weekly, maybe, Stevie?
What we do, first of all, is we have a one-off rendezvous, possibly in the car park of the Coronation pub. Once we settle on terms, I have a quick scuttle and a feel. And if I like it, I'll take her to more luxury places, such as the Holiday Inn Express opposite the hospital. And then if she really can, move my world around, I might even bring her up to Rockcliffe Hall where I get her rocks off.
Oh, I tell you, all you need to do now, Chubby, is go home, have a word with your mum, and next thing you know, you'll be back in starting lineup, and she'll be the luckiest woman alive. Right, okay. Well, what I do then is I'll be off now. Then I'll have a word with my ma, and I'll say, listen, Mum, Mr. Gibson, he wants to give you a good seeing too, but that'll help my career, and I'll get my game, I'll get my goals, and I might even get an international call up. So I'm all for that, I'm all for that, Neil. I'm all for that, Mr. Gibson. Count me in. Aye, what a lovely response, Steve. What a lovely lad, isn't he?
He's a lovely lad, but I tell you what, if he's going to get into the international team, I better get a bit of slice before Giggs does, I'm telling you now.
Right, okay, see you later now. Fuck off, because we've got Aidan Coulson coming up. We're going to have a chat with him about why he stinks his shit. Next week, Neil Warlock has a difficult conversation with Aidan Coulson. You stink of shit, lad! Oh, well, Chubby Akapo, what a character he is. I wasn't expecting that, Mala, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was me. I knew he was a Welsh lad. You could tell. Right, here, but all that talk of Chubby's got me in a right good mood here. So, have you seen my Silver Shadows, my Itex?
Genghis has got them on over there, which he don't wear them.
I need them back. Hang on. Just put my shorts on. Hang on. Yeah, well, give them back, man. Right, Ted.
Wait, go on.
Right, I'm off to Dundee because I'm really horny now, right? And I reckon it takes me about a week to get up there. So I'll see you all next week, Mallas. Right, hang on, I'm off. Hey, Ted.
Yeah.
Make sure when the milkman comes, nick us 2 pints from next door's milk delivery.
Well, no problem. See you later, Mala. See you later, Mala there, off to do a porn jog, or in this case, it looks like a porn marathon, a pornathon. So, little does she know that she only told him she moved to Dundee as a joke. She just lives around the corner in Billingham. I'm not going to tell him though. Right, that's another show done and dusted then. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much if you do share the podcast around. It does help spread the word about the good Lord, me, Ted Hanky. I'm proper bigging myself up there like Anna, you know what I mean? But I'm allowed to. It's my fucking podcast. So I sort of self-believed out my F word there. It's very good talent, that. It's a good talent, yeah. Big thank you to my sponsors of the show as always, UK Comedy, Boro Fan TV, and the last stop to Edinburgh Comedy Festival. Thank you very much for supporting the show. Thank you to Mala, as always, for being a dickhead Doyle. You know what I mean? Couldn't do these funny little podcasts without him. Listen, obviously my gig on December the 12th has been postponed. We're looking to get a new date in for next year, the gig I had in Middlesbrough. So I'll be in touch with everyone who's bought tickets with some options for you. But I am doing an online gig this Sunday. That's right, Sunday, December the 6th, 7 p.m. online, right? I'm raising money for the Trussell Trust Food Bank in Stockton and Billingham, and I want to give people a little bit less fortunate than I am a better Christmas and put some money in there so they can feed them, you know what I mean? Get some grub in there. So it'd be really good if you can tune in, and if you can buy a virtual ticket, that's even better. They're only £2, and the money goes to the charity and to a little cash prize for the 6 or 7 contestants I've got. We're going to do a lip sync performance for you. It's going to be mad. It's going to be mental. It's a mixture of normal bellwiths like you and daft bastard comedians like me. So it's going to be good fun. So for £2 a ticket, you know what I mean? Just buy one. It's only for an hour. Watch it online. Cast it onto your big stolen TVs on the wall above your fire. Like if you're from offshore, that's what you do. And it'll be a good show, and you'll be supporting the needy and giving me something to do whilst I'm not allowed to do anything. So please get on board. And if you've not done already, if you're an iTunes, iMac, iPad user, go to Apple Podcasts and leave me a 5-star review, and I love you forever. I really will. Yeah. It's coming to that time of year now where we're getting close to Christmas. I'm getting a lot of requests to record personal video messages now for like birthdays and Christmas. So if you want one of them doing, they're only a tenner, right? And I'll say whatever you want to a certain extent, right? I won't do any of the racist, misogynistic, homophobic stuff. You know what I mean? You can go to other comedians for that, but I will take the piss out of people for you, and I'll give them all the festive embraces and Christmas words of wisdom that you need, and they're good fun, and it's a nice little stocking filler that you can tag them in online, or you can post it yourself. You receive the video via a link to download. So have a look at them. Just go to tedhanky.com and go to my shop there, and I've got a couple of Ted Hanky mugs still available as well. If you want a Ted Hanky mug, get on board, get one before they all go to proper class. I'm even signing them, so you get my little squiggle on the bottom. Nice one. So anyway, we've established the Boro are a bit hit and miss at the minute, but we're not going to dwell on that too much. So what we've got to do is, as always, up the Boro and believe.